Terry, and here for another tip of the week. And here in the Northwest, it's beautiful out now. The sun's shining and it's just the beginning of spring. And a lot of you, I know you've had spring for a little while, especially down south. But spring is a good time for us it's kind of like a new beginning of the year. And it's a good time for us to recommit if we've kind of been slipping and relapsing a little bit and falling off the wagon. It's just a really good time for us to go back to square one and kind of just reevaluate and start over again. Well, and even if you're doing great on the program, and it's just also a really good time to think about some of these things. Well, in your box of food that you've got a handout that's called the Lifestyle Handbook. It's Habits of Health Lifestyle, and you may have one that's a teeny bit older, and it's The Path to a Longer and Healthier Life. Anyway, this little guide, it's only about 10 pages long, and it's excellent because it shows you the different steps that we're taking to get healthier and live a longer life. And as you can see here on just the inside cover of the first one, there's 6 different steps here, and if you're in the weight loss phase, you're only at step 2. And the reason why that's just a little piece of the puzzle of being healthy, and we want you to be aware that it's only the beginning. So as you're losing weight, it's time for you to take baby steps and start incorporating new habits into your life. And all the little things that you do over time add up, and it makes a massive difference. So for example, we want you to learn the B SLIM acronym, and B stands for breakfast. You're all learning how to do that right now. E stands for exercise or movement, and many of you are doing that, and if you're not, try to challenge yourself and add a little bit of more activity to every day. Maybe get one of those pedometers and wear it on your hip and challenge yourself to do a few, maybe 100 feet more steps a day than you're doing now. It's a really good way to see how much you're really actually moving. And then the S in B SLIM is for support, which is your friends, your family, me as your coach, and then also all of the different tools that we have at Take Shape for Life. So imagine yourself in the center of a circle, and then me as your guide surrounding you, and then around that there's the website with a support in motion blog. There's a lot of downloadable PDFs in there. There's the Habits of Health book. There's the nurses' calls and doctors' calls that are in the back, and the maintenance calls that are in the back of your Quick Start guide, and you can listen to those 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to any of the recorded ones. They're very good, motivating, helps you get back on board if you're starting to feel a little And so those are some of the tools that we have. And then your workbook is a really important part of it too, to take some time, because we have gotten kind of entrenched in some of our old habits, and it's time to dig ourselves out and slowly add some new ones. So we talked about B for breakfast, E for exercise, S for support, and then L is for low-fat meals 6 times a day. You're already starting to practice that. So, and the kind of foods that you're eating now for your lean and green, kind of imagine that as your lifelong plan for eating of 4 or 5 or 6 ounces of protein and lots of vegetables, and then you'll be adding different fruits, and you want to go over all the different colors and kinds of fruits and vegetables when you get there, because all of them have different things that are going to help with your health. So okay, so we've got B, E, S support, low-fat meals. I is independent plan, or I'm trying to think of the word, but it's a plan that's for you, and so you're different than every other person in the world, and your best for health is going to be different. So we're trying to make you the best that you can be. So everybody's goes to a different level, but it's all of us have tons of room for improvement in our health and our vitality in our life. And as we add all these different things to our life, we are going to have a much fulfilling, healthy, happier life. And then M is for monitoring. So that is what you're doing now, getting on the scale, checking your weight, checking your waist, seeing if you're getting rid of all that abdominal fat that causes all the problems with metabolic syndrome. So that's part of it. But in this little book, back to this little book, it tells you, it's a self-guided teaching tool, and it tells you what chapters you can focus on in the Habits of Health book to keep you on track. So for example, it says right here in step number 1, read chapters 1 through 5 in the Habits of Health. And chapter 5 is the health assessment that you all got on your link when you first became one of my clients. And so you can go on and take that anytime you want. It's in chapter 5 of your book also. And that just shows you all different things that affect your health that a lot of people don't even realize, like the water you drink. Are you washing your fruits and vegetables? What about the air quality around you? Are you getting good sleep? Are you moving? How's your stress? Things like that. And then step 2 is reaching a healthier weight, and while you're reaching a healthier weight, you're adding other things to your life, and it says recommended readings are chapter 6 and 7 in the Habits of Health, and lesson 8 in the Living a Longer and Healthier Life. And then there's an area that explains the Be Slim lifestyle here on page 3. And then transitioning, and it talks about the chapters to read, and then how to maximize your health. And you can start reading any of these now. Dr. A has a whole chapter about different nutrients and vitamins you can be taking, like, the omegas and things like that. And then it goes on to months and years and how long, chapters 19 to 21, and then chapters 22 to 26. So this is just a really great guide, and I hope that you all are spending some extra time. If you haven't yet, please start to take some time to do this, because that is truly what sets us apart. It's learning all the different habits of health that is going to keep you around a lot longer, so you can have a much better life and be around for the people you love and spend the rest of your life with them. So take care, and please let me know if I can do anything for you. You can text me, you can call me, you can email me, and then pass my cards out or my number out to any of your friends. I'd love to help them and get them started. And if any of you are interested in thinking about being a health coach and paying it forward, I'd love to talk to you about that too. So take care, and thanks a lot. Bye.